Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good?
Tacos were delicious. Well, I have one more taco, so I'm definitely good.
Well, hello everyone and welcome. I should probably turn off my webcam. There we go. Um, welcome. Okay, what do we got here? What's the story? Who are you two for people who haven't seen before? And what are we going to be watching?
Cool. Well, this is another NGS Scrim replay from last night, actually. We're the same team if anyone was watching on Wednesday night. We did a review. We got stomped. You guys all made fun of us. It was great. Um, yeah, other than that, nothing special.
Okay. You were saying that you thought that this team that you're playing against, comparatively speaking, was a little bit worse than the team that you were playing last time.
Yeah, the team that we were playing last time was Division 1 team. This is
Okay.
a Division 2 team.
Excellent. So looking at draft, do you want to talk to me about it? Like, what was your guys' plan? Like, how does this draft make sense to you? All that
Uh,
jazz.
our plan was to control wave clear early and pressure them tons in the early game because Medivh, Brightwing, Varian, not super strong, especially pre-4. Then control with early invades and get bot towers pretty much as soon as possible and have Dehaka soaking top, essentially.
Okay, so the plan is for an early invade on their sapper camp with Dehaka.
Yeah.
Cool. The hell was that? Was that my fire alarm? The hell was that? Okay. Sorry. Heard a giant squeak. Um, cool. Tell me about their comp. That you just said that they relatively weak. They got Brightwing and Varian. That's pretty much it actually. Top lane should be pretty neutral as long as Dehaka plays it kind of safely. Um, yeah, Greymane, not a whole lot to mention. I like your
And
guys' comp way better. The only question mark is during like the post level 10, Gul'dan can have some difficulties because of portals onto him. Very low mobility hero. The only way he survives is through like into the fray or a god route. That's the only concern here is just the squishiness of Gul'dan.
yeah, our big idea post 10, like having him step up and using into the fray pretty much specifically on Gul'dan. So he can look for big Horfies, but also has a pretty easy escape. Just getting thrown out. And then also in the early game using the Dehaka rotations to just be super aggressive, so we can always just call for him. I don't think we end up calling him for him very often, but just having that option helps a ton.
Okay, so you guys step up, you get first clear. Have you ever considered having Dehaka start? No, because you want to invade. Never mind. Never mind. I'm dumb.
I can see the merit in what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
If it was a different map or something like that.
Yeah, but in this specific scenario, not worth. You guys obviously stay bot for one more wave. Yeah. So you guys should all just, like, we're already seeing it a little bit just kind of disconnected because you guys have better wave clear. You're way stronger early game. We shouldn't be giving them so much space to operate. Like, Garrosh, just push into here. Step up, allow your Gul'dan to step up to this minion wave and start pushing it in. Because you guys just want to clear this, and then you want to rotate, catch mid, and then look for an aggressive play. And at the same time that you crash mid, you want Dehaka to do the same thing. Push out top as hard as he can so that he has a little bit of time to invade as well without missing soak up here. Because the minion or the camp is about to spawn in 5 seconds, so we already needed this cleared, and we could have. So let's look at it again. You guys are the scary ones. Let's keep this in mind. And they're not portal build either. If we just step into here, they have to back up to this space because there's no way they're like Varian's not going to charge into you. If he does, he's just going to get flipped comboed and it's going to be in a lot of trouble. But here, like we have to step up. Gul'dan should be able to stay right here. Q, auto attacks, Q. This wave should be cleared by now, and then everybody moves up as a group. They're still stuck with at least one bot clearing this wave, but we kind of just like let it sit here and then look for the invade.
And then when you're saying we should clear mid a second time here before we invade?
You can, yep. You can because you don't have to in this case. But see, like we miss minions down here. You guys aren't aggressive enough on the bottom wave. The invade is actually good. The only thing is if you clear mid, and give them a little bit of time on this camp, you can still come down in time and catch them on it if you're fast enough. If you're fast enough to clear bottom and then rotate in mid with Gul'dan, like he one-shots the wave like so fast. And then you can rotate in, and then Dehaka has chance to catch this and then teleport in. But at this point right now, you guys are just going to be fighting an honest... so if this was pushed in, Malthael would have to be catching it up here, and it would actually be... he would be forced to be here, but now he's actually responded in time. Like, they shouldn't... you guys shouldn't be allowed to do this as easy as you did. Even though they're super weak, they have 5 technically down on bottom side. And you guys don't even have to TP for it. Like, I feel like they screwed up here more than anything. But the biggest point is you guys should definitely be way more aggressive on this wave. You still have a few seconds. And then you guys are straight up miss 3 minions. Like, that's a lot. It is.
And we really don't have to be on that camp at exactly 1 minute.
Exactly, not immediately.
5-10 seconds.
Okay, but it works out. Yeah, just a little bit more priority on the minion wave there. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if this Malthael didn't go on this mid wave and just came right for Gul'dan and they portal on top of you, they can kill you and escape, but... I think they played this one incorrectly. But at the same time, I guess that's... you know, Dehaka would have dug in as well. So there's that. Nice.
Yeah, that.
Okay, let's make sure these walk in. Good. And you guys can clear this. Only thing is like, Dehaka, you're not missing anything here. Dehaka, it's more important. Always, always, always. Okay, this is so important. This exact situation will happen so frequently for Dehaka where this wave is neutral. You are losing nothing because it's not on your towers. This wave is aggressive. You are losing everything. It is always better to rotate in and catch soak than push this wave in. If you push this wave in, you lose a full wave and he catches the wave. If you ignore this wave and come here, you catch the full wave, and then you can still dig top for this one if you have to. Most of the time, you should just be able to use the brush and walk up and catch it. Worst case scenario, you miss like 2 or 3 minions. Worst case scenario, the way that Dehaka's doing it now, you miss the full wave.
I think I managed to catch some of this wave. Not much, though.
Do you see what I mean, though?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I totally get what you're saying. I barely catch any of it.
Yeah. Oh, Genji comes in and grabs it. Yeah. Oh, you're Genji, right? Yeah, of course.
Yes, I
Don't have the voices yet.
And then essentially we're just continuing with the plan of prioritizing these bot camps, trying to get soak.
You guys would be like
mostly
4.1 at this point.
If we didn't miss that wave mid or half wave bot.
Yeah. It's pretty big. Could you imagine looking up and seeing that advantage? You'd be feeling pretty damn good by now. That would have been like a perfect early game. Okay. Oh. Interesting.
They didn't have a lot of aggressive portals, if any, in this game.
Interesting. Their comp is definitely really weird, like, I'll be completely honest. So you
definitely should have died there.
Yeah, because you blow your deflect, like, right here for some reason. Are you... yeah, right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, definitely should have died. Brightwing didn't auto attack you. Yeah, just cautious about the W's there. Medivh's looking for you. Oh my gosh, what a troll.
Yeah, he almost does, but not quite.
Just about. And then here, you guys should just be looking to control bottom side as you are. Dehaka caps yours and TP's in.
Yeah, I don't think he has a TP in, if I remember correctly,
okay,
but
you guys
that's
just
essentially the plan. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't remember.
Yeah, they just give it to you, I guess, because they had backs. Okay, well, it's pretty simple so far. I can definitely tell you guys are just outclassing these guys. Like last time, you guys were afraid to even just step into the Delta bush, and they kind of walked all over you at that point. But you guys are kind of commanding now. I want to see more games where you're playing against Garrosh. Right there.
The other 2 games of the series were both against Garrosh. This was the closest one of the 3, though, and the one I felt like there was the most mistakes in terms of rotations and stuff. Especially, I wanted to ask how to run that early game better. I know it's really strong, but just to solidify what actually the best strat is and how to rotate properly.
So here, just off this route, you can walk in. Like, don't use your Q here. Just walk in. Use Indomitable right now so you can't get polyed. Flip Q. It's a perfect combo. You should actually die off of this. Actually, Deckard combo's down, right?
Yeah, he uses it to get the root there.
That gets the root right there. But still, it's got a slow. But absolutely just walk in, use Indomitable, flip, and Q instead of just trying to Q, because the Q misses, and then you get polyed before you can E. Really important to do that. Feel free to spend Indomitable. It's such a low cooldown. It's so good.
That makes sense.
All right, we're invading again. And you guys are just dominating so hard. Yeah, these guys are all over the map right now. Nope. Okay, so he should die.
Three months with Dad? Monka, hmm?
Not quite. I feel like he should, though.
I definitely think we need to be using Indomitable more. Okay, so what do we have here? Gul'dan has almost everything. 5 seconds on E. It goes out. Genji has everything. So we get... Okay, this Q is going on the minion wave and not on the heroes. The 1 Q is missed right there. There's a Gul'dan auto attack, but it goes into... Oh yeah, some shuriken goes through the protected.
And there's a little
That Q
anti-synergy
misses
with... I think my E misses as well, because I E at the same time as Garrosh through.
Yeah. That is true. I was just looking at Gul'dan. So Gul'dan is focusing on the minion wave instead of the hero, and this is just one of those moments, like when you see a root come in like this and you see the slow, like everybody should be focused on here. Everybody should be focused on the throw then E. And even you, Gul'dan, like it should be pretty confirmed. Honestly, where are we? 7? So this is already a problem. The fact that Garrosh doesn't Indomitable while walking into this, because he could just get polyed again. So like the burden of execution here is on, I guess it's hard to word it like that. Brightwing can stop this from happening if she plays better. Right now, she just needs to poly. Like she has it up. She just polys Garrosh and then Greymane walks away with pixie dust. It's simple. So what actually needs to happen here is everyone needs to be focused right here. So the fact that the Gul'dan Q goes onto the minion wave, that's a problem. Everyone, like, it just needs to be a snap mentality thing where everyone on this team is like, okay, we landed the root, Garrosh is going in. Like, everyone is just bloodthirsty as hell. Genji should know that that the toss is going to come through. So it should be Indomitable, throw, maybe like over here, Q, doesn't really matter. And then everyone follows up off of that.
So I should just be holding my E and trusting that Garrosh is going to throw.
Oh, totally.
There, and then use the E to follow up on anything.
See, and there's the poly right there. And then taunted off of it. Yeah, this should have been a kill, like, in many, many ways. New subs, I'll thank you right after the game. I'm just focusing on this replay right now. Thank you so much, though. Oh, Gul'dan. Do you like Bound by Shadow over Hunger for Power? Or, oh wait, he's not in here.
He's not in here.
I have Garrosh and Genji, right?
Yeah, correct. but I still talk about talents though, because
Okay.
they're all gonna be watching the VOD after.
Okay. I think in this specific situation too, it should be Cube Mastery over Emerald, just because they don't have any real burst healing. I think it's just better. Emerald seems like it's best when you're playing against something like Rehgar or Auriel, something with like real burst healing. But yeah.
Because you only get Emerald off on like one Brightwing heal, which is like 100. Makes sense. Why were you saying power or hungry for power, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
The 7 on.
It's pretty standard for Gul'dan, and it gives you an insane damage boost. And a lot of like Gul'dan's healing comes from himself if he's playing properly. So I just think it's the best talent here.
Okay, that's fine. He'll appreciate that. So.
Downwise Shadow definitely synergizes well with his E build, but I mean, just try it out. Like, it's not like you have to go it every single time. Okay, everyone should just be backing out at this point. There's no point in pursuing this. They got passive healing. Like, we're really, really low. Yeah, there we go. You guys just want to tap and set up for the next objective. Are they actually going to fight into this? This would be the most insane thing on the entire planet. There we go. Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of miss micro in this game.
That's okay.
Fucking this tank.
But do you see what I mean? That's how you got to do it. We've missed a lot of XP. Even during that, Dehaka was capping while the minion wave was pushed in here. Like, we're missing a lot of experience.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a problem. I mean, the mentality was the prioritization on the camp, so we do miss some XP there, but I think we're missing more than we need to, and we just need this fight. Because we engaged really weird.
They fight you. They invade against Deckard Garrosh 4v5 and you guys lose. Okay, so okay, how the hell does this happen? Okay, we're all grouped up here. They're all missing. So it's just Deckard can't be the one to face check this bush. That's all. Especially
yeah, I
against
think it's also on me because I know for a fact that I should have checked that bush. Maybe I didn't expect the rotation, and I think she assumed that I knew it was in that bush. Like I had checked it already.
Oh, okay.
But I had E'd in instead, like across the wall instead of walking around.
Also, it's really important that you guys separate for Garrosh comps. So, like right here, can it even happen? Yeah. So like, Doctor should walk up. Right here. I know it's very specific, but when you see one of your teammates and shit like this and you know the only save is Garrosh, like Doctor walks up, Garrosh runs into the fray to safety. Because if we're stacked up like this, Garrosh can't into the fray right now, can't do it now, can't do it now, can't do it now, can't do it now, still can't do it. Still can't. Now he can maybe do it. But Gul'dan dies for it. That sucks. Yeah.
And then I also think I forgot to call in on Dehaka, so he comes in super late.
Okay. And we missed Soak because of it too. We're missing a lot of Soak from mid or from off lane's perspective. This Black Harvest, he's not even die alone. I gotta have a look. Like, I feel like I could watch this one over from Dehaka's perspective, and
yeah, I actually think that was something I'm gonna do after, just to look at the Soak, like where we could catch Soak better.
oof.
Pretty sure this goes pretty bad for them.
Yeah, of course. Deckard's so stupid. And you guys have the minion wave. You could just dive, yeah. right, well, game's pretty much over at this point.
Yeah, it seemed like after this point, after we kind of hit 10 at the same time as them, we just pretty much hold bottom.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game.
When you hold
they
bottom
do team
like
wipe
this,
us later.
and they team wipe you?
Yeah, they team wipe us, or I think they get 4 kills or something, but they ended up taking a boss instead of bottom, and then they never got back bottom, I don't think.
See, like stuff like this, like we clear mid, and he's just like clearing top. We miss another full minion wave. It's always better to get soak than generate pressure like this. Yeah, and we don't teleport top either, even though you guys are free capping and they're all off the map. Like, we should TP top and at least catch this soak, because right now Dehaka is just wandering around mid lane doing nothing. And the entire wave goes to waste.
I think his Z is down there, but I still see it's not down. Oh no, never mind.
It's up.
You're right then.
Because he teleported in for the fight like much earlier. When it was down here, he teleported for this one. You guys fought over here, and then you guys walked back into here, and then fought over there, and then he just kind of wanders around mid lane. Gotta catch this. Gotta catch him all. Like, this number should be much higher. Like, look at Malthael's number.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's happening again. I'm not joking, you guys. This is so bad. Like, this will lose you games. Many games. You guys should be almost level 13 by now, I swear. Like, you have 5 kills.
Especially because we're up 5-1,
You have 5 kills with the better global. Their global has been in lane the entire time. Yeah, you guys should be close to 13 at this point. Like, this number should be much closer to this number. So like in this specific situation, Dehaka with his Z up, where is it? Right here. Yeah, so he's got Brush Stalker up. He knows the minion waves are meeting mid, and Malthael is already clearing. This minion wave is nowhere near, so he needs to be rotating down. He needs to ignore this. He needs to be rotating down to here. That means he loses 0 soak here. He catches this soak here. If Malthael decides to stay top, he walks top and catches it right off of mid lane. But if Malthael decides to rotate, he can teleport in. I feel like Dehaka is always responding to Malthael. How does he start dictating the double soak instead? You just have to get on top of rotation. You have to wait for Malthael to go like join a team fight and then not have the team fight work out, and then Dehaka stays in and pushes the lane. But it's fine if you're responding. It's totally fine. Malthael out clears Dehaka, so like in an honest 1v1, he's going to lose. But you should never be missing full waves. Like, there's just no way. This was a perfect example. Instead of clearing this wave and pushing it in, he should already be down here, stepping up to this wave, clearing it. And then Malthael would now be here still. There's no difference. So we should already almost have mid cleared. He now steps onto the wave and starts clearing it. Probably like 1 Q, 2 Qs. You know, the wave is getting chunked. Wave's getting chunked. Dehaka's already here with this cleared. Misses 0 soak, comes back up, catches this. It's like, he just has the wrong mentality of how he should be. He's like feeling like he needs to generate pressure in the offlane instead. But that's not his job. He should be responding to this double soak and catching minion waves. But yeah, because like he pushed this one in. He gave an entire minion wave just to push this in and allow Malthael to take it for free anyways.
Yeah, it's just not getting any value.
Yep.
Just falling behind more.
Jeez, you guys are greedy.
Yeah, they may have called me pretty greedy in comms after that.
Okay. So all of this is pretty crazy, I'll be completely honest. I mean, the only time you guys should really be trying to make any sort of bold plays as if Garrosh can catch one of these guys out. But aside from that, like, we just blew Horrify and Dragon Blade for pretty much nothing, and that's kind of sketchy. Okay. Deckard's backing. At this point, I'd be sending Gul'dan or Genji to get our Sapper camp.
I think that's what we do right now.
So yeah, watch. Traditionally speaking, Dehaka would now push this wave instead of respond. That's exactly what he does. He literally just doesn't know what to do. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but that's just the wrong thing to do here. He needs to be here instead. He would have caught this entire wave. You guys,
and you're just kind of saying it's even okay if we use Brush Stalker to keep up on this double soak if he is falling behind and having trouble?
He shouldn't have to, but he shouldn't have to, and I actually think like it would be bad if he had to do it, but I think it's worth doing it to catch a full minion wave. You guys, this is so much experience. Yeah, so you can just tell that he just has the wrong mentality behind it. That's all. Because these waves were neutral, completely neutral. And at this point, like, this wave's now going to be like here when it lines up, and right? Yeah. So like they only miss like a little bit of soak anyways. And Malthael is faster on the rotate. Like we don't get any value from this. It's always respond. Yeah, always, always, always. Okay, how do we die? Deckard backs and we keep fighting, right?
Yeah, and they just extend past our tower.
Oh God, what did I do? Sorry. Okay, sorry, I'll back up. This is huge, you guys. Like, I need to keep pointing to this. As soon as you guys fix this, like I said, like, you guys should be like on your way to 14 at this point. Because I said that like a level ago. This is your biggest problem right now.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then we should just be way more scared of them.
Oh, yes.
Like, we should be backing up way before this.
If we had Horrify and Dragon Blade, not so much. But right now we need to Resident Sleeper them. Like, ooh, sleep should be coming up this way, I believe. You guys just need to get the hell out of there. Yeah. Biggest problem was you guys didn't have your heroics. Could you imagine the impact of a Dragon Blade and a Horrify, just considering the circumstances of their health bars right now?
Yeah. Turns that into 0 for 3, 0 for 4.
Yeah, like you guys would have bodied them here. Get a tongue. No Finkel. Okay. Alright, they're a level up, but lots of shots down. Enjoyed the Horde vs. Alliance matches the other day? Yep, so did I. So you guys are willingly fighting down a talent tier right now.
We knew Malthael was top.
Is this true? Did he show?
He shows once he gets to on that minion wave. And that's when we made the call. So we rotated from our siege.
I didn't see
or whatever, sappers.
He could be on his way down. He could be here right now. But doesn't mean too much. Yeah, if he was there, he would have just inted. Nice.
And then we just immediately cap bot again, I think.
Am I going to be giving away the Horde bundles? Not tonight. But I will be giving them away. Jeez, okay. So few options. We can't do it fast enough, can we?
Yeah, this is actually the #1 point in the game where I had some questions because we screwed up here in our rotation.
What do you think is the right
So,
call?
well, I think the right call is, well, Dehaka. I didn't know whether Dehaka had Brush Stalker up or not. But I think it's sending probably me bottom as Genji, and then 3-man top Dehaka caps or Gul'dan caps left, one of the two, and then probably give right. But what ended up happening was Deckard went bottom, and then we lost the fight top.
Oh shit. But yeah. Well, you guys are up one member for 30 seconds. Dehaka has 24 seconds left on Brush Stalker, I think. 34. Yeah, Dehaka can cap this. Genji can cap this. And then everybody else should be positioned up here for stall. Deckard can stall forever with Cube. Gul'dan is also great at stalling as long as Garrosh can step up far enough to allow Gul'dan some room to operate. And you guys have mid pushed in. You have like every variable you could ask for except for Brush Stalker. But absolutely, Genji needs to be on here as it spawns. And
the only other option I could think of is, because we did see them go top, is just send nobody bottom right away and have like just force the fight top on right shrine and then have Dehaka Brush Stalker bottom after, or if they try to cap it, but I'm not sure.
You could, but what if they then just concede because we have 34 seconds on it, and then rotate one person out and then get bottom cap? But yeah, you guys still get 2 caps, which is great, but you also just get 2 caps if you do it like this.
Yeah, it makes sense. We have guaranteed 2 caps and potentially a third, whereas the other way we kind of only have 2 caps.
Yeah. That's the way I'm looking at it. When do you blow your W on?
Probably something not blowing my W on.
Right now is when you use it, yeah. You can just E out instead. Yeah, because now you'll just... That's just disrespecting the mouth tail. Yeah, we just totally did this wrong. Who's the shot caller? You're the shot caller?
Yeah.
Just when you have a lot of time to set it up like this, you said it yourself, you knew how to set it up properly, but never put Deckard on the point like that. Always bring him up.
It's like having the healer soaking a sideline.
Yeah, like
while the rest of the team is fighting.
You don't want that as often as possible, right? Yeah, I personally think Genji there, Dehaka here, and then everybody else can stall / push here. Even like 1 or 2 stalls is enough, because then Dehaka gets cap and then walks in here for free.
And then Genji's also
on his way up as well.
That happens. Yeah, makes sense.
Boss doesn't matter. Yeah, they're not looking for like any portal plays like, whatsoever.
Just for them, because I know like they're good friends of mine and they're going to be watching. Do you think the correct play for them is to go bot and try and recap some board space or some map space, or is boss correct there because we have tons of pressure?
Boss gets
on their core, I mean.
Yeah, boss gets them. Like they need to get boss off the map because your win condition is a single point plus the boss, which sucks for them. But at the same time, they have experience lead on you, so it's. I think they had enough time to do boss and also get bottom. But like, yeah, they needed everyone there. Screw top. Top doesn't matter. Like they needed everyone down bottom here faster. I think that would have worked, right? I need to back up and
I think
look.
it might be too slow.
Yeah.
Because we only had 2 deaths, or 1 death on the top shrine there. Or 2 deaths, sorry. But 1 is quite stalled. And then, like, even right now, I'm up, Garrosh is up in 3 seconds. Like, there's no way they can cap bot. That's the one thing I questioned. I was like, I just wasn't sure whether... I kind of understand getting the boss off the map play, but they're still just so far behind.
because
especially
of
with
the
the
experience, though.
bottom.
They're not afraid of you fighting you at any point really in the near future. I think it's actually better for them to take back bottom. It
I
gets
guess with
them to
mid
level
evenly
16.
line as well.
Yeah, it gets them level 16. There's no way your guys' play is going to be forcing onto the boss because you're down a talent tier in the next little bit. I think that's the much better play for them to take bottom back. It at least gives them control over bottom, and especially considering how next objective is solo bot. Solo bot, when you don't have control over either of the bottom forts, this is you're in a pillar of operation right here. You cannot go this way. You cannot go this way. You exist here, and that sucks so bad.
Yeah, it kind of felt. It felt very
Can't
forced
even
with
like
them
portal
bottom
to
here
escape.
again.
Yeah. Oh man, Decker's so gross. Nice fear. Oh, this game literally is over.
Yeah, there's a pretty nice int at the very end here. Let's just say I called for Garrosh to enter the fray one of the minions over the line.
Yeah.
So it caps.
Oh, and he
That's not what
tosses
happened.
one of the homies in. Not like this. He does it right now. He throws one of his family members in. Right here. You gonna do it. Tosses in Gary. Oh, nobody. Sorry, Deckard.
Oh no, it's
Oh, it's
good.
He doesn't get any of them. Okay. Oh. Well.
We had a good laugh, but yeah, that was the end.
So this one you guys made, your 4-man made way, like last game we went over, your 4-man made a billion mistakes and your solo laner made a billion mistakes, but this time it was mainly solo and just a couple of setup mistakes. Yeah, and the very beginning, just focusing on that minion wave and then rotating in would have been much better, but seriously, I think that you guys need to go over this one as a team and talk about how you're going to be using Dehaka and how it's literally just a mentality shift. That's why whenever I was watching him, I was like, now he's going to push this wave instead of catching it because he doesn't know. And if you teach him that, it's going to change this number. Like, look at the difference. I wouldn't say that Malthael was just sitting in the lane for an unreasonable amount of time. Maybe if Dehaka were doing it properly, it'd be like 14 to 15, but still 4,000 experience at this point. It's almost like having an extra person on your team.
Yeah, I totally see your point there, and just the mentality of like you not trying to win or get things out of the solo lane, you're just trying to enable your 4-man with extra XP, essentially.
Exactly. And that's kind of the same mentality you have to be in whenever you're against a hero that out double soaks you. That's just how it is in the solo lane, unfortunately. Solo lane is its own game entirely. Like, Heroes of the Storm is the 4-man in the solo. Like, the days of the 1-3-1's pretty much dead. Well, not entirely, but solo laning is a very real game in and of itself. And as soon as this Dehaka player, or this player in general, figures that one out, like, it's going to change everything. It is. Like, we saw a lot of problems on the Sonya. We're seeing a lot of problems on the Dehaka. It's not his mechanics. Like, his digs are good, his tongues are good, the ISOs were good too. It's just it's literally just the wave manipulation and soaking. He's not dying in the solo as Dehaka on this one. Like, obviously on the Sonya game, lots of solo deaths, but you said that he was relatively new to that hero and it was kind of comfort pick on Dehaka, but so mechanically he's sound. It's just macro wise needs a lot of work, but at the same time, like, I literally just went over the problems and this can be fixed. It's like a flip of a switch. That's all it is.
It's not a long learning process.
Not at all. I don't think so.
Mentality switch.
Yeah, because like when I explained it, do you kind of understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, completely makes sense. It's very obvious, especially watching the replay.
Yeah. So if
right
you
there.
go over this, if you guys go over this with him, you're gonna see insane results right away.
Cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, this one had a lot less to focus on specifically, but also just some great points here that you guys can learn from. Main things with Garrosh were using Indomitable earlier to find your picks, and everyone in this format needs to be more focused on what the actual focal point of the fight is. You know, this was a good example when this little skirmish broke out here. Deckard landed a god root. You just needed to walk in, use the Indomitable, toss, Q, and everyone needed to execute on that hero right away. And when I was seeing like a Gul'dan Q going in the minion wave, you know, the E-Mist, stuff like that, that sort of stuff, like, you guys should be hard on yourselves about. It's really important to land that. Yep. Did you guys have any specific questions for me?
Not a whole lot, honestly. It felt pretty good, and we were pretty confident with our draft. Like, the only question about the draft is, I would say, would you prefer anything else besides Gul'dan? That was my only question with the draft. We took him because it's just superior wave clear and trying because of our kind of early game strat. But do you feel like there's anyone else that would have been better in that role? There wasn't very much. I don't think there's anything in terms of range DPS banned out.
Li Ming would have been good too. Gul'dan's just hard to play unless it's on shrines and basically shrines. Yeah. Just because he can be dove so easily, especially with against a Medivh comp, like, it's so scary. Or if you play him against a Maiev, again, so terrifying. He has no mobility. That's his problem. Gul'dan is one of my favorite heroes in the game, and I think he's so damn good. Tomb of the Spider Queen and Shrine, sorry, those are like his main maps. Everything else, it's just difficult for him to operate. I don't see Gul'dan being any better here than Li Ming. And Li Ming's safer.
Yeah, it makes sense and provides better follow-up and more burst.
Especially,
although the only thing we were kind of afraid of with Li Ming, I know that's something we did consider, was the Medivh shields, like just giving too much value to Medivh shields, whereas Gul'dan damage kind of comes around the E shields and it's not like as effective against him.
True.
But
that can be true as well. Yep. But then the Li Ming player just kind of has to play around the Force of Wills a little bit. The other option, obviously, I just assumed it would be banned, is Jaina.
I don't think Jaina is banned, but I think the reason we didn't pick her is because we had picked her in the previous 3 games against this team. We're just trying to switch it up.
Okay.
But I definitely see the merit in Jaina, and I think that was discussed as well.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
That would be the best hero to pick here. Man, you guys just would have absolutely dominated this game with Jaina. But yeah, that's what I have to say about the Gul'dan. Everything else is good. Your draft is god tier. In both games, your drafts have been good. The only question mark here is Gul'dan, but yeah, you guys, you have drafting down so far. It's just
cool.
Yeah, it's just everything else needs work, but man, you guys are gonna get better so fast. I can already tell.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you very much. I don't think unless you have anything else for us.
No, I think that's it. Excellent.
Cool. All right. Well, have a good night.
Awesome. You too.
Take care.
Thank you.